Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week? Friday night basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Gets the three ball to go.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Milan. The three is up. The shot off that time. And just about a minute into this first quarter. To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Powerful. He saw an opening and turned it into a highlight reel.
Man, just sent it down with some force.
And typically, he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Nicolo's got his second bucket of the night.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Full team foul. Theo Milan. First personal foul. First team foul.
Shot from the low post is good. Here's Nicolo. He's got 5. Pass to Aginta. Here's Nicolo. Beyond the arc. Buries it from 3. Nicolo's got 8.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Just 5 on the clock. 20 feet out. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Pass to Schofield from outside the arc. The shot no good. 1:49 left in the first. Up and in on the layup.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Nicolo. Give him 8. Pass to Aginta. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
A minute 15 left in the first quarter. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second team foul. Shooting for the away team. Number 31.
And he drops it first.
Line for two.
And so he hits both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Here's DeColo. Pass to Schofield. Here's Ldlc. 44 seconds left in the first quarter here. And he's missed his first two shots of the game.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Back to Milan. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take two free throws now.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes both free throws. There's the three. He drops it from range. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Here's Ldlc. Soft touch off the glass.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
He gets it up. It's not going to go for him. Some great action here early as we end the first quarter in a tie. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
We've got Jackson, and it's Black in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Home team foul. Shaquille Harrison. First personal foul. First team foul.
Defended by Jackson, and there's a pick. And he gets it to go.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
We've got Jackson, and it's Black in at the 5. Yep, that one goes. Lee's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Defended by Jackson. The rebound by Jackson.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Harrison comes up empty down low.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And he makes the first.
Column boy taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Jackson surveying the D. Pass to Lee. Here's Harrison. This one for 3. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Nedovic. 3-pointer, no good. Lee on the wing. Launches a 3. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, "I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind." Brian, the way he sees the game makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch, Alex. And they take the lead.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from him. I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Defended by Jackson. And the bucket is good. 5 points in the game.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Here's Lee. Counted. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Shot from the top of the key. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
They set the pick. Pass to Jackson. Here's Harrison. Can't connect from short range.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Can't hit from in close.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Home team foul. League. First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
The home team on D. It's a 5-point game. That one drops for him. 24 seconds left in the first half of this one. Here's Jackson. The layup off target. Here's Nedovic. Fast break. Here we go. Got it from about 16 feet. The home team calls timeout.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
Here's Ajinça. Here's DeColo. That'll count. And that concludes the first half. Leading by 9. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
You know what time it is.
Their bench came in ready to play. As a starter, that gives you confidence when you have to come off the floor.
Yeah, you know they notice. Let's look now and glad you could join us.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. They set a pick. Pass to Maladon. 3-pointer. No luck on that one. To the left wing. Shot clock at 6. To the left side wing. There's the triple. That shot is off. Here's Schofield. No points so far. Here's DeColo. From deep three-point land. The shot won't fall. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First team foul. At the line for the away team.
He's off on the first.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. For 3. Knocks down the triple. DeColo's got 11 points.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Old team foul. Theo Milan. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
And that one is stuffed right through.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's DeColo. Back to Maladon. From behind the arc. He can't hit that time.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. And the layup is good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Jack's up at 3. That shot off the mark.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Driving inside. And that one's good. 5 points in the game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Ldlc misses. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the basket is good.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
A quick shot there. It's off target.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's a screen. Out left to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. They get it back. On the take. Second shot opportunity. Got a piece of it. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And there's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Clock at 2. Oh, it's stolen. Here's the break. To snap the cold streak. That one falls. Ldlc's got 6.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
There's the drive. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. No good on the free throw.
2 shots.
Good on the second one. 1:15 left in the third quarter here. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Lee. He has 6. Off target from outside.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Old team foul. Number 13. Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Jackson outside. And there's the screen. 4-3. No good. Well, Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
Here's Harrison. And it's all from three-point range.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Pass to Lee. Fires from deep. Counted from distance. Lee's got 9 points. It'll count. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 13. And we're coming right back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
The passing. Becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Jackson, and it's Lee in at the point guard position. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's the 3. The shot comes out. Lee's gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Jackson can't get it to go. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. 2 open that time. Made it look easy.
He's a new man this half, playing with much better intensity and getting results.
And no good. The dry spell continues. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
To the wing on the left. The 3. It's hauled in by Black.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Third personal foul. First
On
team
Monday,
foul.
and then on Wednesday.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Some young players coming into the league may lack experience in truly big games. Brett, do you think that's a disadvantage?
Well, it could be a disadvantage, BA, but how do you get to replicate that competitive environment unless you get there? And so with every experience, young guys typically who want to achieve greatness embrace some of those biggest moments, watch and learn, and that's where you grow the most.
Lee on the wing from 20 feet. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done. And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Substitution on the court.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer off the mark. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's DeColo. And a miss there on the triple. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Down low. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Fires away from way outside. To the wing, right side. Nails it from 3.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Picked it out of midair. Here's the break. Milan for 3. The shot, no good. And you look around the league. Brent, are small market teams having a moment?
Well, BA, these teams have done a very good job of positioning themselves well. If you look back over the past couple years, what have they done? Well, they've had themselves a lot of pick and a lot of good fortune moving up in the draft in some cases. These teams aren't going anywhere.
That one misses.
Home team foul. Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Away team. Dom taking 2 shots.
Good on both. 1:07 left to play in the 4th. Lets it fly. The quick look, no good that time. Here's Nedovic.
Home team foul. Theo Malva. 5th personal foul. 5th team foul.
And he makes a first.
At the line for the away team. Nedovic. 2 shots.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. 50 seconds left in the 4th. And the shot goes in.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
With the drive, laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
27 seconds left in the 4th.
Home team foul. Laverne. 3rd personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for the away
And he
team.
drops the first.
Boy. 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 21 seconds left in the final quarter. Pass to Schofield. Here's DeColo. Tries it from the top of the key. No good that time. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was an enemy.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. To the inside, left side Mirotic. And it's off from three-point range. Here's DeColo, drains the jumper to finish the break.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Covered by Lee. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Now here's Laverne. He's guarded close. Jacks up a three. And DeColo kicks to Laverne. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
First team foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And he nails the 3rd. Defended by Laverne. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
No good from Lee.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Fires the 3. Not going to go that time.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And they pick up 2.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts. Clearly feeling it.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by Lee. The 3-pointer is right on target. He has 7.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And that one's good, DeColo.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
No good from Lee. Mirotic against Lee. To the paint. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now here's Lee. Pass to Maladon. Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Laverne missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Right wing. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Now here's Lee. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
To the inside. Bolmaro, the pass to Mirotic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Hey, who's watching now? Pass to DeColo. From past the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. DeColo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Shields. Here's Bolmaro. Lays it up off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Up 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On the wing, Brooks. Baseline J on the way. Here's Quizer. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
There's Jackson with the 3. McCormick with the rebound. Here's Quizer. Puts up a 3. No good that time. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Jackson misses. Out to the right wing. Here's Quizer. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Harrison kicks to Black. Latre. And that one's good. Harrison's got 6 in the quarter.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
A 3. Black grabs the board. Pass to McCormick. Here's Quizer, guarded by Jackson. And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds. And how about a look at the most recent power rankings? Very telling, even though, guys, we're just still in December. They're holding tight, still looking for ways to move up.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they're right where they want to be. Already competing for the top spot. It's going to be a season-long battle, which is exactly what we all anticipated.
To the middle, stolen by Brooks. Floats one up. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Pass to Black. And a missed layup. Brooks right side. Harrison with the rebound. And they're pushing it up. And here's Jackson. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Brooks, the pass to Quizer. Good, nice job down low. He's got 8. Here's Harrison. He's got 6. Pass to Jackson. Stolen away. Jackson against Brooks. Here's Quizer. Off target with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Launches it. McCormick with the rebound. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't go that time. Jackson from long range. Nailed from three-point land. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 1:02 left in the first half of basketball. And they're on the break. By himself. Rips down the breakaway slam.
every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Oh, that's blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds, and they'll keep possession. Here's Quizair. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Harrison. Here's the 3. McCormick with the rebound. McCormick's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
One-on-one fast break. Here's Harrison. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. There's the triple. That shot misses. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. They're up by 1. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime. This stretch could break their season, but it could also make their season if they step up.
When I was playing, I like these. It's a coach's dream to see the ball whip around the floor like this. They're playing some selfless basketball. It's been a thing of beauty.
Stacking the dimes, and that about wraps it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've got Lee. Laverne is out there with Meladon, and it's Ajinça in at the 4 slot. Shields connects, the jumper drops. Here's Lee. DeColo for the tie. Laverne. Great positioning on the putback.
Great activity level on the boards. Impressive. Wow.
They've got Laverne. Aladon is out there with Lee, and it's DeColo in at the 2 spot. Snatched up. Doesn't go for him. For the lead. That shot, no good. Pass to Balmoro. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Here's DeColo. He's got 8. Lee outside. The 3. DeColo can't get it to go.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Shields sinks the 3-pointer. 7 points in the game.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there could be more in store.
Here's Balmoro, and the layup is good. Balmoro's got his second bucket.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind game.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and 1.
And both free throws good for a lead. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Shields. That 3 off the mark. And now in transition is Lee. Here we go. The shot by Meladon. No good. Covered by Lee. And the rejection by Ajinça. Pass to Mirotic. Here's Balmoro. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First trip to the line for him here. First one falls for.
Palmero, 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And DeColo kicks to Lee. The offensive rebound. Pass to Milan. And he hits it to tie the game up. Milan's got himself on the board with 3 there.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
There's a good screen. DeColo passes to Milan. Here's DeColo. Agenza kicks to DeColo. Traps in the tray. DeColo's got 6 in the quarter.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Shields. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Theo Milan picks one up.
You know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. DeColo dishes to Lee. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Lee's gone just 2 for 8 from the field, right there at 25%. Inside, here's Mirotic, and finished off by Mirotic.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Sinks that one from the post. 12 points for him.
It's obvious they've taken fewer threes here in the second half and are focused on having a more balanced offensive attack.
Lee outside. As to DeColo. Launches a 3. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Shot clock at 5. He gets that one.
Number 1, assist from Palmero.
On the wing, Lee. 7 points in the game. With 2 seconds left, bucket is good. Lee's got 9. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Leading by 3. And coming up. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Here's Harrison. 6 on the shot clock. Here's DeColo from outside off the mark.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And that one's good, Harrison.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim. Knew he was going to get hit and still was able to finish.
Outside Jackson. And they double up Jackson.
Team foul. Number 7. First personal foul First team foul.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Here's Brooks. Here he goes. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Harrison scanning the floor. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for him.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Jackson misses.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Whitey the pass to Harrison. There's the three. Sinks the triple. Harrison's got 6 here in this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there. You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Fires the three. Brooks grabs the board. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. On the wing, Jackson. From the arc. That shot off the mark. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
Brooks misses. Brooks has gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field. Jackson has the open look. From outside the arc. They get it back. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Can't nail the jumper. Here's DeColo. Buries it from 3-point range.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Quizair. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
And, you know, everybody in the building knows this is a wrap, a done deal. Put this one in the W column.
Down low, here's Quizair. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
To the inside. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Jackson. They're running. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental?
out there and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. No good with a layup. Here's Balmaro. Out of bounds. So it's the home team now. Three-pointer. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Facing off with Paul George tonight, I asked them what makes PG such a special player. Coach said, quote, well, he has a huge effect on the game. Paul can shut down your best scorer on one end and then put up 30 or 40 on the other. Tough to beat that. Paul George, he will have a lot to say about this one, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. About a minute played here so far in the first. Just 5 to shoot. He takes it in. A sensational block. To the paint. Off target from three-point range.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start here. They're 0 for 4 to begin the game.
And he goes in for the dunk.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
The three is up. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
A huge sigh of relief. 1 for 5 now. Let's see if they can keep it going.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
He's perfect from the line this time.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. In transition, here they come. Here's Mirotic. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
There's a screen. Knocks down the long J. 6 points for him.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
From downtown. It's blocked. They retain possession, and we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Driving to the basket. Count that bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. While Morrow's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
First personal foul, second team foul.
So it's the home team now. They trail by 1. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. Blocked! And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And he banks in the layup.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
There's a screen. From outside the arc. He buries it from 3. 9 points in the game.
Oh, he's really showing off now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down.
We've got 33 seconds left in the opening quarter. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. 5 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. Can't hit that one. Here's Mirotic from behind the arc. That one is off. It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses are clicking along. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
Out to the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. It's tipped. And they're able to recover. Here's McCormick. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play. Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. The first one falls.
Number 16, taking 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. So it's the home team now. 7-point differential. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Here's Nedovic. Ooh, it's stolen away. Inside. To the paint. Here's McCormick. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Clock at 6. Brooks outside. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. To the inside. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Nedovic. No made baskets yet. Right wing. Puts up a 3. That one no good.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical.
Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Three-pointer. Down low. Shot is up. The jumper from the wing off target. Brooks right side to the middle. To the right side. Knocks it loose. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Nedovic. The three. Drops in the three.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
1:07 left to play in the first half. Here's Brooks. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight, and that one misses. Here's Nedovic, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. They grabbed their own miss. Five to shoot. No good from outside. To the inside. And he converts the layup.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And that one's good for Brooks.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
Jacks up a three. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. Here's Nedovic. Lets a three fly. He can't get that one to fall. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Leading by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready.
Let's talk about our winner from the Western Conference.
Oh, he does a lot for this team. Controls the pace, keeps everyone involved, and then he...
I gotta see more fight on the glass. They're in a slugfest. Winning the battle of the boards can swing this game.
But do they have the personnel to do it? I agree with...
Appreciate you joining us. It's been...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Here's Balmaro. Hits the trifecta. He's got 5.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Away team foul. Middleton. First personal foul. First team foul.
Missed inside.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Here's Mirotic. No good there. In transition, here they come. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Inside. And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third. And the layup is good off the glass.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Count it.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Good work there as it goes.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
On target from range.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Goes back up. Here's the pick. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. From outside, off the mark. Down low. Off target at the rim.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
2 points. That one goes. 7 points in the game.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
To the middle. All sorts of time, and he can't get that one.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots. That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
There's a minute 54 left to play in the third quarter.
Come get it, come get it.
Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. And it's blocked. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Jumps up. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their M.O. this evening.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Takes it inside. Beyond the arc. Knocks it down from distance. 12 points for him.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Pass to Balmaro. Got it.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
35 seconds left in the third quarter. With the drive. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
And that one's good. Mirotic.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
They set a pick. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Fires the 3. And no good. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. Up by 3. All right, we're going to step aside. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. To tie it up, tipped, in transition. And a missed layup. And here's the fast break. Launches a 3. No good on the shot. Banked it in off the glass.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Out to the right wing. And there's a pick. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Blocked! Here's the break. And the layup falls.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. The 3. That shot, no good. It's a one-on-one situation. Second chance effort. Pass to Balmaro. This one for 3. Not going to go that time.
They've been grabbing rebounds all game long.
Got a hand on it. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Powerful. He saw an opening and turned it into a highlight reel.
Man, just sent it down with some force.
I mean, the defense basically gave that one to him.
Here's Nedovic. Over to the left wing. Misses the 3. 4-3. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Count it, good.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
There's a minute 40 left in the fourth. Tries a 10-footer. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
The effort has to be better defensively. Easy deuce.
Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Here's Nedovic. The layup off target. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. He gets it in there.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback. It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
There's 42 seconds left in the game.
It's safe to say the outcome is no longer in question.
Yeah, look, sometimes you just break your opponent's spirit, and I think this has been one of those times.
Off target with the 3. Fires from way outside. Unable to get that one.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest, this game's over.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Laverne, and it's DeColo in at the shooting guard. Cans it from downtown.
Always feels good getting that first one in the bank.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
The shot by Harrison, no good. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Cannon. There's the drive. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Harrison's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. And he drives in, and Cannon gets it to go.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Here's DeColo. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Here's Cannon. For 3. Rebound by Agenza.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
Pass to Harrison. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's DeColo. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
3 points.
DeColo's got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Cannon can't hit.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Here's Harrison. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the jam by Agenza.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. 1:56 left in the first quarter. Back to Cannon. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 6. To the left side wing. No good, unable to end this run. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Finish off the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
1:11 left here in the first quarter. Harrison passes to DeColo. Back to Harrison. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 6 points for him.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
Here's Cannon. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the first. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Here's DeColo. Got a piece of it. Cannon looking over the floor. Picked his pocket. And they're running. Here's Agenza. Off target from outside. Here's Cannon. He's got 7. To the left wing. Good on the 13-footer.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
Here's Ajinça. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Up by 3. And don't go away. We'll be... And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition, Christmas Day basketball, here on 2K Sports. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
They've got Milan. Black is out there with Jackson, and it's Lee in at the 1. Here's Nedovic. Back to Teodosic. Fires from the corner. No good on that one. Maladon passes to Lee. Out to the right wing. Here's Black. Rebounded by Boy.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
You've got Lee. He's out there with Maladon. Jackson is out there with Black. It's blocked, and that one ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Lee, and it's in there. Lee's got his second basket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Nedovic. He has yet to score.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And here is Maladon driving the lane, and then Maladon with the dunk.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Pass to Jackson. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. 6 to shoot. Lee outside. Top of the key. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Here's Teodosic. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Tipped away. And here's the break for the finish. And then Maladon with the dunk.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunchy.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like. And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Here's Boy. Scoreless thus far. Nedovic misses.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
They set the pick. Lee kicks to Black. 4 on the shot clock. From deep. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm. Here's Mitrovic.
They could use a bucket, and it's good on the layup. Here's Lee. He's got 9. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Nedovic. To the wing on the left. Boy kicks to Teodosic. Pass to Boy. Off with the layup.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Aludon, no good with the layup. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Inside.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, we'll take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Both shots good from the stripe.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Here's Mitrovic. Into the lane. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Up by 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quick. You know me, I'm a stickler for rating these competitions. If I've seen your dunk before, bad score. Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the visiting team. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Such a wide open look. Harrison's got 9.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
They've got Laverne, and it's a Jinsa in at the 3. And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Cannon. 7 points in the game. There's the screen. Pocket 6. Goes back up. Softly drops in the floater. 9 points in the game so far.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Harrison scanning the floor. Pass to DeColo. Lets it go with a 3. That one doesn't drop. And they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they don't have to rush things.
They've got Harrison, and it's Schofield in at the force line.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Here's DeColo, and he makes good on the layup.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And he banks in the layup.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to DeColo. Takes the 3. That one's not going to go. Three-pointer, no good. Over to the wing. Now here's Laverne. And the layup's good off the glass. Laverne's got his first basket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Cannon. 9 points in the game so far. There's the triple. Schofield grabs the board. 1:52 left in the third quarter. For three. And that one's good. DeColo's got 5 points now this quarter.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Cannon from long range. That one doesn't go. Cannon's gone 1 of 5 from deep. Ajinça the pass to DeColo. Three-pointer. The shot by Harrison, no good. 1:12 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Cannon. Can't get it to fall.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Harrison kicks to Laverne. Takes it inside. Comes up empty down low. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Over in the corner, Ajinça. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. There's Harrison. He's got 9. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. .24 seconds left here in the third quarter. From deep. Rebounded by Ajinça. And here comes the break. Now Laverne. Good if it goes. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 11. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Man, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
They've got Laverne, and it's DeColo in at the 2 spot. Here's Schofield. Here's Harrison. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game. Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force anything.
Cannon's gotten just 4 of his 10 shots to fall here, shooting 40%. DeColo passes to Harrison. Driving to the basket. It's deflected. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Guarded by Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. Now here's Milan. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Off with the layup. Kolinic, guarded by Jackson. Out left to the wing. Here's Boy. Here's Mitrovic, just 5 on the clock. And it's Milan with the rebound.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Black dishes to Lee. And here is Milan. And the 3 off target. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Teodosic. No good on the triple. Fast break. Here we go. Milan with the bucket.
Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Here's Nedovic. Here's Boy. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Pass to Milan. Now Lee. And here is Milan. They get it again. 1:57 left here in the fourth quarter. Rebounded by Boy.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Second shot opportunity. Out to the wing. Here's Mitrovic. Fires for 3. No good. Shot missing.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Jackson kicks to Black. You know, Doris, I'm not sure many people take into account what a grind the NBA season is.
I couldn't agree more, Kevin. And listen, these guys have the best of what's available. They stay at top quality hotels. They have incredible professionals that take care of them. But there is no making up for lack of sleep when you've played a game at 8 o'clock at night, you leave the arena at 1, and you may arrive in your next city at 4 or 5 a.m. and tip off that night at 7. And this goes on week after week. It is not easy.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Nedovic. Now here's Lee. There's the 3. And it's no good. Third time he's missed in 9 shot attempts. Here's Nedovic, guarded by Jackson. The shot's good from Nedovic. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
The shot by Milan, no good. The visiting club takes the win on the road. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for some...
spending your Monday on 2K Sports with some NBA hoops. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Ali LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Harrison. Takes a three. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. Tries again. And he makes it on the layup.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Offensive rebound. Here's DeColo. Oh, got a piece of it. Going all the way to the rack. Pulls up for three. Gets the three to fall.
The transition three. It's part of the new NBA. And when he's taking them, it's a great shot.
Here's Harrison. Into the lane. He's off on the layup. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Snatched up. And a miss there on the triple. Here's the break. Here's Laverne. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Fires in the triple.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Here's Harrison. Three-pointer off the mark. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. The rebound by Harrison. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Here's DeColo. Pass to Harrison. Here's Laverne. Ajinça. Great positioning on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
There's a screen. Rebounded by Ajinça.
This is not his quarter. He needs to give up some touches and recalibrate.
So they take the lead.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation. The ball goes to the away team.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Laverne. Balmaro grabs the board. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 5.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
Going inside, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far. 1:10 left in the first quarter. Takes the 3. High arcing shot. Count that one. Here's Harrison. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Laverne. The 3 is up. Harrison with the bucket. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Inside. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Shot on the wing. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Mirotic. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
First personal foul.
Here's Harrison. 5 points in the game. Here's DeColo. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. DeColo's got 8 points.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Puts up a deep 3. Pass to Mirotic. Fires the 3. And the basket by Balmaro. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter. We're all tied up. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Here's Lee. And he gets the bucket.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
We've got Teo Maladon, and it's Black in at the 5, down low. Second chance shot. Launches it. Can't get it to drop.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Pass to Black. Here's Lee. Drills it from deep. Lee's got 5 points in the quarter.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Looking to win the run. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Jackson outside. Just 4 to shoot. From the arc. That one doesn't drop.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Offensive rebound. There's the triple. And finally, they hit one.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out. You get your feelings hurt.
Here's Lee. Brooks defending. And the basket by Lee. Lee's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him. See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Lets it go from deep. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Brooks outside. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Black. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Back to Maladon.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Lee. Brooks defending. Lee misses. There's the 3. target from outside.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Pass to Maladon. 1:10 left in the second quarter. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Sinks the trade.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the three ball.
Here's Lee. He's got 7. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. 6 to shoot. Pass to Black. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
First trip to the line for him here. No good on the second free throw. Brooks outside. McCormick, the pass to Brooks. Off the mark there with a 3. And they're pushing it up. Brooks with the rebound. They get it again. Off with the layup. Here's Maladon on the take. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we finished off one half of play. They're up by 11 and will return shortly.
Make some noise and get it.
Hey guys, wins and losses, the only thing that matters in the NBA?
Wait, are they the only things that matter in the league?
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the visiting team. Glad you could join us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Here's Harrison. Fires from deep. He's off on that one. Here's Balmaro for 3. That shot missing. Here's Harrison. They set the screen. Here's DeColo. To the paint. It's stolen. In transition, here they come. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. He's got 7.
And that's a good way to shrink the deficit. Strong defense turns into easy offense.
Yeah, that one's good.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's Balmaro. Here's the 3. Another shot. And they pick up 2.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
And there's the screen. Pass to Harrison. To the left side wing. Hits a 3-pointer. DeColo's got 11 points.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
It's deflected, and he recovers it. Here's Balmaro. Goes back up. Count the basket.
And a big part of their offensive success right now is the ability to create second chance opportunities.
Here's DeColo. From deep.
personal foul.
Here's Balmaro. 5 points in the game. They set the pick. Three-pointer. Here's Mirotic. The three ball. And the three-pointer goes.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Here's Harrison. Pass to Schofield. They get it back. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Here's Mirotic. Here's Balmaro. The three is up. No good there.
It's been a challenging quarter for them, and his offensive inconsistency is a driving factor.
Pass to Ajinça. Here's Harrison. He's got 5. Shot clock at 5. Deflected. There's the three. Second shot opportunity. Not going to go that time.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Up again. He can't hit that time. Here's Balmaro. He's got 5. To the inside. It's hauled in by Schofield.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Balmaro. That three's off the mark.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Nicolo. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Looking to get it going. Driving to the basket.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Harrison. They set the pick. To the left wing. Here's Nicolo. That's short off the rim.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Here's Mirotic. The third quarter comes to a close. They lead by 6. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Puts up a three. Balmaro no good.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Jackson gets the bucket.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Mirotic can't get it to go. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
First personal foul, first team foul.
On Wednesday, and then on Friday.
Shooting for the away team. Theo.
And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Three-pointer. sends it home from three-point land.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Lee, the pass to Maladon. Back to Lee. There's a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes back up. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
And I have no clue how he got that one to fall, pulling some magic in the midair and torturing the defense in the process.
Pass to Balmaro. Ooh, poked away. Drops in the layup for 2.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Here's Maladon. Here's Lee. Drains the triple.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Fires the 3. No luck on that one.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
There's a screen. Black passes to Lee. Connects from downtown.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
To the middle. Here's Maladon. Finished off the break.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Mirotic. Sinks it from distance.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Lee. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Pass to Black. Back to Lee. Jackson on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
From deep. The shot off that time. And they're on the break. Finished off the break.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Lee, the pass to Maladon. Back to Lee. Launches it. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. Drives to the hoop. Shoots from the baseline. And he can't get that one. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Jackson can't get it to go. Jackson's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Launches the 3. They get it again. Pass to Mirotic. There's a screen. Let's go with a 3. Can't hit that one.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And it's in there.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Second chance effort. No good with a layup. And they're running. And the basket by Lee.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Fires for 3. Maladon grabs the miss. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
And the basket by Lee.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Shields. Offline with his three. Launches a three. Mirotic grabs the miss. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Bolmaro. The layup off target.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now Mirotic. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Count it.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Driving in. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To end the run. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's the screen. Here's Cannon. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. To the right side. Three-pointer. Kept alive. Goes back up. Tries yet again. And it's good for 2.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Covered by Mirotic. Here's the three. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Good on the three-point shot.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
They set the pick. Here's Cannon to the wing right side. Out to the right wing. Five to shoot. Fires the three. Good on the triple. Cannon's got 5.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. Takes it off the glass. 7 points in the game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Bolmaro to the left side wing. Mirotic the screen. Lets it go with a 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Cannon looking over the floor. Shoots the three. Can't hit that one. Here's Balmaro. No scoring in this one. Pass to Cannon. From the arc. That one, no good. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Up 6. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
The first one falls.
Nedovic. 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
From deep, Brooks. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Pass to Bone Boy. And a great assist by Teodosic as that one goes in.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Rebounded by Bowling Boy. Here's Teodosic. Brooks covering. The shot's good from Nedovic. Nedovic has got 5.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Pass to McCormick. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Teodosic. That one goes in. Bowling Boy's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
That one goes. Count it.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Offline from the top of the key.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper. Just unable to do so.
Three-pointer, Brooks. No good that time. Here's Teodosic. Brooks covering. Teodosic, no good.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
Here's Teodosic. Nothing on the board. Out left to the wing. Here's Mitrovic. They get the rebound. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Personal foul, first team foul.
On Wednesday, and then on Wednesday.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Quizer passes to McCormick, and it's blocked.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
With the drive, offensive rebound. Here's Mitrovic. Pass to Nedovic. Fires the three. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. McCormick passes to Quizer.
Remaining first half. 2 minutes.
Takes a three. Rebounded by Bowling Boy. A minute 50 left in the first half. Here's Nedovic. He has 5. Out to the right wing. Bollenboy. And the three ball is good. Bollenboy's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And here's Brooks from outside. Here's McCormick. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
1:04 left here in the second. No good from outside.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Here's Quizier, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Taking 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
43 seconds left now here in the second. There's a good screen. Here's Nedovic. McCormick with the rebound. McCormick's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Quizier. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Nedovic. He has 5. Lays it up and banks it in. Nedovic has got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And the first half is now in the books. They lead by 13. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in? And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the home team.
This has been...
And that's a halftime.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's good from long range. He has 5.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
And that one drops for him.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Cannon. He's got 7. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Banked in off the glass.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen. That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
To the left wing, launches it. Mirajic grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Cannon. Covered by Mirajic. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. They've hit a little bit of a skid here, playing right around the league average now.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they win one, they lose one. They think they're going in the right direction, then they seem to take a step back. It's been a season of inconsistencies so far. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that
one. There's 3-pointers off the mark. And here's the fast break. All going up court. It's good. 7 points in the game.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Cannon from long range. The second effort, and he sinks the layup.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Right wing. Lays it up off the glass.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Missed inside.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. To the paint. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
And a miss there on the triple.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Away team foul. First personal foul, first team foul.
And the first one drops.
Home team. 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The visitors with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for the
and he makes the first.
2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 54 seconds left in the third. It's deflected.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And they get it back. Another shot. It's stolen. Here's Balmoro. A three-pointer is right on target. Balmoro's got 5 points so far. Balmoro's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Cannon from long range. A shot, no good. Cannon's gone 1 of 4 from distance. Here's Balmoro. Off target from three-point range. Here's Cannon. 7 points in the game. No good on the three. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Up 11, and we're coming. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. Here's Nedovic. Drives to the hoop. That one drops for him.
That's as sweet as you're going to get it. Fluid motion, great lift, rolls right off the fingertips.
Here's McCormick. Rebounded by Bowling Boy. McCormick's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Here's Mitrovic. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Brooks misses.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, this has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Here's Bowling Boy, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Do you think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Pass to Teodosic. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's Bowling Boy. Mirajic grabs the miss. Mirajic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Looking to end the run. Rebounded by Bowling Boy. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
The shot's good from Nedovic.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Brooks misses.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
Kalinic. And he uses the glass on the layup.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Drills the three-pointer.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
13 foul. Number 7. Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for the away team.
No good on the free throw.
Kalinic taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Bowling Boy gets the bucket.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
To the middle, here's McCormick. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists now in this one. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Pass to Nedovic. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Nedovic has got 6 in the quarter. Well, a huge bucket there to stifle the crowd.
Yeah, very little to cheer about for them at the moment.
Mirotic the pass to Quizer. No good there. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Nedovic. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Right side, Mirotic. Puts it up. No good there off the double clutch.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
36 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Mitrovic. Pass to Bowenboy. Here's Teodosic. Brooks covering. Teodosic kicks to Bowenboy. 6 to shoot. Here's Mitrovic. And the layup's good off the glass.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Brooks with it. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.